Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 14th of December, 2022. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you've decided to come along for the ride today. You know, I was talking to a friend recently who this is going to be his first Christmas without his wife. And he's very sad, as you could well imagine. They were married 40 plus years, maybe close to 50 years. And it's very, very sad for him. But he said, you know, I just don't know that I'm going to be able to do anything. I don't know that I'm going to be able to enjoy my meal or anything. It's just sad to imagine. I can't decorate. I can't do any of those things. And as Michael and I were chatting with this man, we said, well, do you have grandchildren? He said, yes, I have a couple of grandkids. I said, well, do you have family members, children? And he said, yes, of course I do. I said, do they normally come over to your house? When you were married, of course, to your wife? Oh, yes, they come over. I said, well, then it's okay for you to decorate if you want to. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's okay to eat Christmas dinner with them. It's all right to do those things. Wouldn't your wife have wanted you to do those things? And he said, well, yes. He says, but I'm so sad. And here's the thing. I feel like if I do it without her, I'm disrespecting her. And that is not an uncommon thing, to feel like you're disrespecting somebody because they're not there and you're not allowed to enjoy yourself without them being there. Now, I'm not saying to be flippant and just say, oh, yeah, she died. Well, so what? We're still going to have a party. No, I'm not saying that. Please, please understand that. I got to bring some balance to this because, you know, I was talking to, not too long ago, I was reminded of a story about a woman that I knew who had been widowed for about 4 or 5 years, and she finally sold the family home and she decided to move into a senior community. And while she was living in the senior community, and she was living there for a little while, she joined one of these like game clubs or something, and this older gentleman who was age comparable to her, who was also widowed, came and joined, and they became partners in this game club thing. And before you know it, a little bit of a romance started, and he popped the question. He asked her if she would marry him, and she felt like, wow, I have another chance to be married again. I never thought that would happen. Well, she had 5 kids, and 4 of them were very happy for her, but one of her daughters, was absolutely aghast at the notion that mom was ever going to get married again. And she said to her mother, and the mother was recounting this story to us, she said to her mother, how could you disrespect dad that way? See, I'm going to tell you a little secret, boys and girls. Although it's wonderful to have the memories of those you loved who went before you, it's okay to move on and go forward. It's okay. It does not mean that you disrespect that person. It means that you are going forward with your life and not wallowing in that sadness or self-pity or whatever it is. You don't need to live back there. You can have fond memories. Now, do you think that she did marry him, by the way, that man, and they did have a very happy life for several years. Do you think that if she had not married him, that would be showing more respect to her deceased husband? Do you think that marrying him, the new husband, shows that she didn't love her first husband that much? Well, certainly not. That's not the case at all. So here's what I'm going to give you a little bit of advice this Christmas season, okay, this holiday season. If you are facing a situation where you've had some tragedy in your life this year, and let me tell you, we have some dear friends who just suddenly lost their daughter who was in her 40s a couple of days ago. And I know this is going to be an especially difficult Christmas for them, okay? Here's what I'm going to say to you. Love and respect the person who has passed, but it's okay. We give you permission, boys and girls, to move forward. Moving forward is not equal with disrespect, okay? Now, of course, there's always a season where you need to go through the grief process and that. I'm not saying that you should just jump into some new thing immediately after a loved one dies. Not at all. What I am saying is when you feel the time is appropriate for you to start moving on, whether it's to move to a new place or to date again or to whatever it might be, I say to you, moving forward is okay. It's okay. And no guilt, okay? Now listen, go out and be a blessing to somebody today because you may end up being the only one who is. If you know someone who's going through a particularly difficult time because 2022 wasn't all that kind to them for one reason or another, go be that arm around the shoulder, okay? Be an encouragement. It's very important. And as I said, you might be the only one. Now listen, don't forget to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two is posting. And don't forget, great holiday music. We are knee-deep in all of our fantastic holiday programming on UltimateOldiesRadio.com. You can tune into Through the Eyes of a New York Woman every Saturday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central AM and PM. And then again, you can tune on over to Oldies700.com on Sundays. That's Oldies700.com. And you can listen at 4 Central, 5 Eastern to that same program. And there's all kinds of other unusual and not, that's totally off the regular schedule of programming, all kinds of holiday programming. And it's great old-time radio, comedy, music, all kinds of fun stuff. So please tune in, okay? I love you all very much, and God bless you. And, oh my goodness, we are 10 days away from Christmas Eve. Have you finished your shopping? I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.